And what brings me here today, September 9th, is the slaying of yet another speed camera in Toronto. And last night, 16 of these speed cameras were slaughtered. And this one here looks like somebody took a saw to it. They even cut the wires to this automatic speed camera here on Dufferin Street. And if you didn't know the history of speed cameras, it's actually kind of ironic because it was invented by a Dutch race car driver, and back in the 1950s he created a device that was actually meant to increase speed on the race car tracks. So it was invented so that you could determine the speed of race cars in the corners. And then in 1964, he decided to combine the speed device with a camera and offer it to cities to increase traffic safety. But right now there is a massive revolt against these automatic speed cameras, and that's why 16 of them were cut down last night throughout the city. And these devices are meant to measure the speed on the road of vehicles. And what it does is it captures the back license plate of vehicles that go over the speed limit. No matter how much the vehicle goes over the speed limit, it will detect it, capture a picture, and then within 30 days of that picture of the license plate speeding being captured, that owner of the vehicle will be sent a ticket, and it is a monetary fine sent by the city of Toronto to the owner. And a lot of drivers are frustrated by these automatic speed enforcement cameras because they feel they're being dinged with a fine, a monetary fine, without justification. And right where these speed cameras are signs notifying drivers that there is a municipal speed camera in use at this location. And these speed cameras are mobile, so they can be moved around the city. And right now the city has plans to increase the number of these speed cameras to 150. And today the mayor of Toronto, not my favorite mayor, but the mayor of Toronto said these speed cameras are needed by the city so that traffic safety is enforced, or that speed is deterred on the roads. However, the pushback and the vandalism comes from the fact that the people being fined or being punished, that the city is just using these cameras as a cash grab, and a cash grab to the tune of $40 million in 2024. $40 million in 2024. And the city isn't responsible for these cameras when they do get slaughtered. The company that has been contracted to put these cameras up does replace them at no cost to the city. But the Toronto Police Service is investigating the vandalism. In fact, there is a speed camera on a street just beside a major park in the city. It is known as High Park. And this speed camera is at Parkside Road, and it has been cut down 7 times in the last 11 months. And not only did they saw down the one at Parkside, but they took the speed camera and threw it in the pond. So they drowned it at High Park. So the question is, does the city of Toronto want to continue this cash grab on drivers? And is this the best way to go in terms of enforcing safe driving on the roads? And these speed cameras are put in place in community safety zones, so where there are parks, schools, and hospitals. And very significant hospital in the city of Toronto, the Hospital for Sick Kids, says it does decrease traffic collisions with vehicles and pedestrians. But is there not a better way to enforce traffic safety in the city? And even if it's your first time getting caught speeding, you do receive a fine, a monetary fine, and the fine is based on how fast you were going over the speed limit on the road you were on. And a lot of the folks who get these speed tickets are law-abiding citizens, so it almost criminalizes them in that they feel that they abide by the laws. And yet here they are getting stuck with one of these nasty little speed tickets. And the Premier of Ontario, Doug Ford, came out today and said he's thinking of actually getting rid of all of these automatic speed camera devices in Toronto. And if the city doesn't do anything about it, he's willing to get rid of them all. But mind you, he actually passed a law, I think it was back in 2019, in which he allowed municipalities to put these up. And Olivia Chow, the mayor of Toronto, is not backing down, guys. She is not backing down. She wants that money from drivers. She needs that money from drivers. And apparently the money's supposed to be used to be put back into road safety. But no doubt the mayor of Toronto is probably using that money for something else, because she is not backing down from using these speed cameras, guys. And the Toronto Police Service is investigating these 16 speed cameras that were slaughtered last night, slayed in the middle of the night. And she said today she wants the culprits brought to justice, guys. She wants them brought to justice.